mowing my front lawn.
Alright, so now that the lawn guys are done doing their damnedest to make an honest living, I'm going to continue doing this for free. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Alrighty, so let's explore the immediate area, which is what you should always do in a horror game, before attempting to go through doors that may or may not even have a reason. Alright, what's this? Legend of stray dog, kill... What? Legend of stray dog gives us sweets. Oh, that's a V. I thought that said something a little bit different. Never mind. Stray dog gives us sweets. Well, screw you, Jennifer, for giving chocolate to a dog. How do you know if he's not going to eat it instead of bringing it to orphans? Empty cages are stacked up where animals being kept here? Question mark. All right. Two doors. This is front gate. I suspect this might be a little bit closer to where we need to go because old children pants went through the front. All right. Here's a question for the ages. Is there a map? Storybook diary. A little princess. Okay. That's informative. So what's this then? Oh, it's a storybook. Alright. That makes sense, I suppose. Alright, do we go to... The front gate seems... Okay. Within the rule of game design, this door will be locked, forcing us to go to the front gate. And that graffiti on the wall is probably going to give us an indication on how to unlock it. However, going over here, seeing as this was very much immediate, very much looked at, I don't think this is going to do anything but house optional stuff or a key item, which we can then use. Legend of Stray Dog. Stray dog kidnaps kids. Kids pop. Alright. Oh, it's a furnace. A large incinerator. Reminds me of prison school, which I've never seen. I just know that from the videos of the Yandere Simulator developer videos. Which is a game that I actually do intend on trying to play at some point. Except, my antivirus throws a fit every single time I download an update, or the latest build. A lot of trash piled up here. We'll dig through it. Now, what was really kind of strange there is whenever the camera went back, I don't know if it was the shapes or something, but for just... The lawn guys are back! Alright, should be able to noise remove or use noise removal on the lawnmower at that volume. So if by any chance my voice gets really strange or like it goes or something, that's why. That's because Audacity's removing the lawnmower noise and it distorts my voice and does weird things. Because that's the way technology works. It's not perfect, and Audacity is not exactly Pro Tools, is it? But that's not the point. Okay, so we have explored the area. We know of an incinerator, a well, drawings, and trash. I don't know if this game is going to be one of those where it just opens up more and more and we have to remember these things, or if this is going to be a game where it's a bit linear in its own right. Oh. Alrighty then. A blood leaking from the bag. There is no camera control, by the way. You just have the L2 and R2 to guide your camera, which works well enough. Doesn't seem to be hindering much, at least here in the early game. Okay, nothing of worth. Apparently I just let's see if the blood has anything. Trail of blood leads into the mansion as if something had been dragged inside. I wonder what? Dumb blonde. Wait, is she blonde? Dirty blonde? Hope she's not a brunette and stupid. The blood is not fully attached to the ground. I hate that. That's something that really annoys me in a lot of driving games. The only driving game that has ever looked like, or two games actually, that ever made the tire marks look like they are physically attached to the ground are the Forza Motorsport series and Turbo Dismount, of all things. Entrance this way. Alright. I meant to open the door and not just look at the note, but, you know. You. Woo! Alright. Immediate impressions are this game be a bit freaky. Okay. Yeah, I'll fight you, bitch! I'll fight you! Alright, what's this? A large portrait is on the wall. Turn around and it starts laughing at you, or does like Amnesia does, and be all like crazy face. Alright. Looks like we're going upstairs. The unlucky girl felt the chilling gaze of many eyes upon her. Yet she was all alone. Wow, I wonder if this is gonna turn out being like one of those where it's like, whoa, what the shit? Where it's like, you were never, there was no one there at all. We got another hallway. Alright, so that door can be opened. Makes me appreciate Fatal Frame's design choice, in which it let you open a door and then turn around and walk away. A white vase sits atop a casing. Lawnmower's back. The lawnmower guy stopped. The lawnmower was manufactured by Honda. Okay, he's gone. So, let's go. Ooh, some chairs. Some lovely chairs. What about the plant? The plants are covered with dust. Alrighty then. So, children ran upstairs. We've got, I think it was that door led to a hallway. This one leads to the reception room, which you would think just, would more properly be in front. Now, if this door is locked, but it's not. It's another hallway, but there's blood. Now there's drawings. Whoop-de-daggum-do. So let's go this way. Wait, that was the hallway. That over there was children. So let's go to the reception room. Because we are a guest in this establishment. Expensive dishes are arranged in the cupboard. Great. The record player? The record player is broken. Chairs. Red roses are arranged in a vase. They're vibrant and fresh. And yet it's dark as shit. It's a grand fireplace, but it seems no one has touched it for a long time. This place is cold as ice. No point in coming over here, I think. Yeah. Headmaster's room. Tasty. Hopefully this will give us our first inclination of a story. There's a record player and broadcasting equipment. Alright. Oh, this is a literal headmaster's room, not like an office. Something is written in the notebook. March 2nd, 1930. Damn! Recently, the children have been engaging in odd activities and spreading disturbing rumors. Rumors about creatures that come after children who don't clean up and stray dogs that kidnap small tots. I know I could have read that better, but we'll try better next time. It's all very bizarre. And a big-ass chair. Oh, come on. Check under the pillow. Everybody's got a pistol under their pillow. Headmaster's closet. He's in it. I hear noises. Anyway. Hell yeah! You press the X button, the little drawer comes. I like that. Oh, I like that. Ooh, what if I could put something in it? Dog collar. Use. Nothing happened. All right. Shoes, sheets, food. Various things are stored in this room. Informative. Okay. This is the only bit of interaction in this room, and that's all it does. So we'll leave that open. Maybe we'll get a little deposit. Ugh. Deposit has a negative connotation sometimes. Something was deposited into my hair from a penis. Okay. So we've gone ruined. But do we want to go upstairs? I don't know where to go. Okay. Something was either running, or there was one heck of a bootleg heartbeat noise. The rear stairway. Great. You know, inner court. I'm not particularly impressed with the soundtrack. The soundtrack sounds... I don't know. It's probably going to disrupt the atmosphere for me, at least. But you can turn it off. This might be one of those games that... This is one of those games that feels like... It's like you almost need to know going into it what you're getting... This might be one of those games you need to know what you're getting into before you play it. That way you can maximize your experience. But since I don't know what I'm getting into, I have no idea how to... Oh, thanks for that. Laugh your freaking pants off. Now, the fact that you can open little cases and stuff like that gives me pause for thought in thinking that there's a good chance that there's going to be one heck of a jump scare at some point related to opening a cabinet. I wanted to go into Harry Potter's room. You pants. Now that says dining room. I can barely see it, but, you know. It says dining room. What is that? What's this? What's this? There's shit everywhere. What's this? This door is locked. I don't care because I'm going everywhere and there's a bunch of doors to open and I do not even care. What's this? Ah, probably messed that up. Alright, so children went upstairs. Well, try that again, camera. There is a door there. Ooh, a library. The one place in town I never go. Books, 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 lots of nooks and crannies. Books, 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 books. Everyone can kiss my butt. Okay. Photo albums, things, I don't know, tables, tables, stuff, weird shadow render, but okay. This room has nothing in it. There is no use for this room. Aside from this panel, which, based on its illumination, looks like it could almost be a secret door. But I'm not going to give the game that much credit this early. You know, I'd like to point out that there is actually every chance in the world that I could not finish this game. Like, you know, I do intend on trying, but you know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I just realized what all that is. That's a picture of skeletons in the window. Frickin' Papyrus is invading this place. Alrighty. You know, that's another game I've played a lot of, but... Or not a lot of, but I've played a bit of, but never finished, was Undertale. Ah, dorms! What's in the dorms? Nothing. Now, I'd like to point out another aspect of, like, Let's Plays and stuff that you're gonna have to inform me if these videos are even worth pursuing. Because I am very much somebody who does better when I've played the game before. So that way I'm not just stumbling around in the dark wondering where the pants I'm supposed to be going. I.e. this. Oh. We went out a different door and there's a children. Now, we have a lot of face buttons that are unused. I desperately hope one of them is a map at some point. Because this is a bit ridiculous. Alright, let's just follow the child. And this game was banned in the UK for that kind of suggestive nonsense. So let's be a part of it. Foul-smelling laundry baskets have been placed on the shelf. Pleasant. What does it say? Toilet. This is a Japanese horror game, so of course the toilet's gonna be involved. Let's go take a pee! Let's see if this will take a cue from Silent Hill. And have, like, really crazy things happen in the toilet. Or not really crazy, but like, boom! Or something like that. Like some really loud noise or some shit. Well, that was informative. So was that. How interesting. Alright. You know, with all this downtime, I could have been telling you about my recent Fallout 4 experience that was really kind of fun. In fact, next time there is a lot of downtime, I'm going to start talking about that. There's a creepy doll tied to the pillar. But is it a doll? There's a rubbish bin tied tightly with rope. Alright. So break out them shears and start cutting. Ooh, an item. A thingy. Jennifer found old photo. The fact that it's specifically saying, like, Jennifer found old photo instead of, like, you found old photo or picked up old photo leads me to believe there might be multiple playable characters. It's a faded group photo taken in front of the mansion. And I didn't even get slightly long enough of a look at that. We've got the guy up on the far left. Looks kind of like the Anton from No Country for Old Men. The woman next to him looks a bit like the default female character model for Fallout 4. Beside her looks a bit like my second grade teacher. And then the guy over to the right is just kind of creepy. Alright. Daggum, I've never had this many interruptions. Oh, yes. I will save my game. Watch this be one of those games that has like a system whereby it's like not only your ranking, but like something happens in the game based entirely on how many saves you did. It's like you save the game 10 times, you get the worst ending. Which, you know, what an absolute kick in the pants that kind of design would be. So now what? Children. Yeah. Let's play a little longer before switching videos. train tracks go here, but I saw him just run. We're within smelling distance of the child. Which is an improvement, I suppose. There's seriously somebody just like right outside my window and I don't want to say something weird. Game's making me paranoid, but less so for the game itself, but for what people might say, or might think, for what passing ears, the observer, the casual observer might think, ooh, thingy. Oh wait, that's a lamp. I've already seen that. Good job with those footstep noises. Come here, dude. I know we're getting close to a fight. And I'm gonna finally understand what, Romy Shinra? Is that what you call yourself? I forget. I mean, yeah, I'll read it whenever you leave a comment, but yeah. Scalpel, dental forceps, gloves, scissors, there's blood all over them. Well, pick one up. Or read the note. Oh, thank God it's a map. What's the map button? Select. So, we can zoom. And we can reset. Well, that's how we move that around. First floor. Ground floor. Isn't that the first floor? Underground. Please tell me this game has distinctions as to where you can save. And things like that. Ooh, that map is not helpful. It's not until we pick up a weapon that we're going to have to fight. Actually, no, because she can... Well, punch is the wrong word. Vaguely fist the air. That's what we'll call it. And planks and things and whatnot. You know, kind of talking of like PS2 horror games and stuff like that. I picked up the first two obscure games on a Steam sale, and I tried doing a playthrough of that. I tried doing something, but nothing really came of it. Ah, here's that thing that was in the opening cutscene. How do, kid? Seems to be a lot of lesbian action. You getting anything? No? Alright. Now, you know, I had kind of a flashback recently where I had like a Webley revolver. Could you give me one of those? I'd appreciate it. When the unlucky girl approached the boy, he said, "My, aren't you a slowpoke, like always? Here, read me the rest of the story. You know, the book I handed you?" Are we gonna have, like, item manipulation in this game? Like... use. Like, you know, like we open up the menu and then something is there or the menu has changed or something like that, because I'll poo myself. And the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house at her new home. At her new home, the aristocrat club lived by the rule of rose, but the girl found herself very much alone. Not that many pages. We will now begin the funeral. Funeral for a friend? All those attending, please gather around at this time. Turn around and there's just like a bunch of children. Oh, that was over the intercom. If it must be found in Snoopy we trust. Come on, Jennifer, the funeral is about to begin. It's a funeral for your dear friend. Okay. Before she realized it, the boy was gone. And the girl was left in confusion. Pointing out your problems does not make them go away. But what does make things go away is editing, which can only be done if I split this video. Be right back.